Hi there, I'm Vicky Hugelier and I am a coach, a trainer in the government in Belgium, and I am also a public speaker coach and a business coach together with my business partner Angela Roth at Succeed from the Start. So, what I do is I help people develop their programs, their services into a program, and making sure that they have a method that works and that they can do this in a one to many way. So, we help them scale effectively from a one to one to many approach. But it really starts with just having the idea and then guiding them every step of the way to create a service, to create their offer, and to also make sure that they get visible out there. And that is where all the skills come in: the training experience, the coaching experience, and also the public speaking experience. Before I started working with Martin, I was very much in doubt if I would start my own business. I was and I'm still very happy with my job at the government, but I felt that there was more out there. I didn't know if I had the time. I am a mom of two teenagers, and I was really struggling with the fact, am I an entrepreneur or not? So, working with Martin has given me the ideas. I asked for Martin because I knew he was a business coach and I knew he would understand the fact that I do like the corporate setting, but I also had a very, very big heart to help people who are not in that corporate setting. And those were two completely different worlds. And I didn't really see how I could combine them. So that's where I was at the beginning. So I started working with Martin. I met him at the public speaking course that I was following. He was a mentor there. I became a mentor also later on, so we worked together. But I selected Martin as my mentor because he was in the corporate setting and I knew he would understand what I was facing. So it had nothing to do with SharpFit. It had nothing to do with losing weight, although I still remember the first time we met. I asked him to take a picture of us together, and with his book. His book was more a corporate setting, but someone pointed out that the person taking the picture pointed out that he was on the picture that was hanging on the wall behind us, and I couldn't recognize him. It was Martin before his transformation, so he was really a completely different man. If they hadn't told me, I would never have guessed it was Martin. So he told me his story then. And I was really inspired by it because at that time I was also 50 kilos more than I am now. So, yes, I was inspired. It wasn't the first thing why I started working with Martin, but he definitely has inspired me to take care of my own health. And because of the way I worked with him, I was able to do that. What's it like working with Martin? Well, working with Martin is a very, very fun experience. He has a gentle sort of humor. He he chuckles, if I can say it like that, in a very cute way. Um, but he don't let that deceive you because he really makes you do the things that you need to do. But at the same time, he was very patient to listen to what my worries were and made sure he had an answer for them. So it gave me the trust that I needed, the confidence that I needed to really proceed with what I needed to do. Martin is someone who very quickly sees your strength and your weaknesses, but has a way to turn your weaknesses into your strength. He he's good at giving you the mirror, so your blind spots that you are not aware of, he gives them to you in a very effective way, and that is. The negative and the positive things because you don't always see the things that you're good at, and he was very good at validating those too, which meant that he had a good way to build my confidence so I could work on the things that I needed to work on. And that was a very, very nice processes to go through because the progress was very quick. My life has changed immensely since I've met Martin. That was in 2021. I've lost 50 kilos. I am a lot fitter than I was before. But most of all, I have a lot more headspace. I have a lot more time on my hands. And because I have this time, I was able to lose the weight because I was able to concentrate on my health again. He helped me put structures in place that I needed. He helped me to make decisions in a faster way, to get out of the doubt, and just have a good process, a good structure where I could build upon and make sure that I could progress in a very fast way. And that gave me the space, the headspace, and the energy I needed to work on other areas in my life. So, if you consider working with Martin, be ready to be held accountable. Accountable in a nice way, but still in a firm way. It's a very gentle approach, but be prepared when you would want to work with Martin. Be prepared to go full out, play full out. Don't hold something back, because when you do say what's on your mind, he will come back with great advice upon it. So don't hold back, but really um, give him the full things that are in your head, no matter how stupid they might seem, because this is where he will work his magic. It's definitely worth the investment. It was definitely worth the investment for me. I have gained so much time because Martin gave me a structure that helped me to put everything in place, to take decisions in a much faster way, gave me lots more headspace, and that allowed me to work on other areas of my life. If I hadn't been working with Martin, I would still be doubting, still be trying things out, doing double work, and I have been able to cut that out and just be very much more efficient in my work, which meant that I also had the time to go back to what I had been neglecting, and that was my health. And well, the result is I've lost 50 kilos. So I could say that's a success. The best thing I found working with Martin is that he was always prepared to listen to all the obstacles I had, and he always gave me more than one option. But at the same time, even though that could be something that would hold me back for a decision, he gave it to me in a way that it was easy to make that decision, because he gave me the benefits, made sure that I could take the decision in a way that I felt comfortable with it, but I still had some freedom to play with it. He gave me the path that I could follow, and I got a lot of freedom, but still a lot of guidance. So what's my next goal? Well, my next goal is, now that I have the headspace, now that I have the structure in place, the business is running, I have more time on my hands, and I lost 50 kilos already, but this is much more to do because of the food. Um, and I would love to incorporate a lot more exercise in it. I play volleyball. I have a quite fit body, but I don't have a daily routine, and that is something that I would want to install. So that's my next goal, and I know that Martin and SharpFit um, are there to help me with that, because what I love about it is that there's lots and lots and lots of background information, and that's necessary for me. If I don't have the background information, I'm not that motivated to do it. So when I know why it is important, why it could help me, I'm much more motivated to do it, and that is what Martin is offering with SharpFit. So that's my next goal, being not just looking fit, but actually being fit.